Hello, it's M.Strange here. I'm sick. I'm still sick since my last video that I made an hour ago. Since I can't work, I figure I should be productive. I just did a video on making C# script interfaces for Play American Behavior Designer, but I realized there's a lot of people that watch this channel that aren't doing coding or game design or whatever. Maybe, maybe not. Maybe they'll like this, maybe they won't. So I figure I'll do some life talking since, you know, Old M.Strange has been around for a while and learned some stuff. I've taken some kicks in the head and I've kept on going. And I'm still a happy motherfucker, even though I have no reason to. Well, I do, but not in the traditional capitalist consumerist sense. But anyway, I just watched this video. It was like a TED Talk. Let me show you, actually. It was really cool. By this monk dude, talking about unwavering focus. And I just saw the video and it attracted me because something I've done forever, as my own form of meditation or a way to center myself, is that his thing was about unwavering focus. But this is kind of like what I do. I imagine there's like this stormy environment. This is supposed to be a storm, right? And in the center of the storm is this flame. Nothing major, not like a giant torch. I don't know if this looks like it. Just like a little candle flame, right? Is that a candle flame? I don't know. So, I imagine... Those colors are crappy. Okay, this is a flame. Look at my OCD. I'm like, no, the flames aren't red like that. They're yellow. Okay, so this is a flame, alright? And imagine this is just like a little pool of water or something, and then this is like a storm, right? But there's this little candle flame in the middle. And this is my unwavering flame. This is what I imagine in my mind. And I imagine there's this flame in the middle of this chaos. And because, you know, our lives are chaotic sometimes. And there's like people screaming. Aah! And there's like worries about money. What are we going to do about this money? Ah! And then, I mean, if you're watching the media or whatever, there's all this political stuff. Politics and... you know, there's all these different things all the time. And I see them, they're kind of like the storm, right? The storm. But in the middle of it, I just focus on that unwavering flame. Because my mind, this is what I want to be. I want to be this unwavering flame that no matter what happens, like the wind might push it around a little bit, it might react a little bit sometimes, but it never gets blown out and it never gets like blown all over the place, set this on fire. It's like this unwavering flame, right? So that's just one thing that I thought of by watching that. But something else I wanted to draw a crappy picture about was he was talking about distractions, right? So I have my own thoughts on that. So here's a person. This could be you or me or any other bipedal humanoid. You don't have to be bipedal. You could have one leg, one arm, whatever. Doesn't matter. So this is an entity, a human being. You are a human, right? And all of us humans, we have something we love to do. If we're lucky enough to have been introduced to that thing we love to do, we are lucky to know what we love to do. I love creating things. I love creating animation, music, right now games. I love programming. I love just trying to entertain people or surprise people or just teach people stuff if I can. So we'll have something we love, right? Like our passion. Let's say this is our passion, not to be taken lightly. Our passion's a serious thing, all right? So this is us, this is that thing. And then in today's world, we have all these distractions. Like, what's the number one for people? Like, this is their phone, maybe, making all these fucking noises and notifications and all this shit all the time. And like, here's Facebook, which is actually connected to their phone, right? There's like this weird relationship. Okay, this is Facebook, this is Twitter, this is Instagram, this is fucking WhatsApp, this is Blap Blap, this is Bong, whatever the fuck, this is, I don't know, I keep up on these apps. You know, there's all these fucking apps that everyone's on all the time, keeping up on everyone and everything they're doing all the time, right? So these things are in their own little ecosystem, right? So they're just like going around and around and around and around and around. Data's being sent. Different people are sending stuff, saying stuff, faving stuff, fucking liking it, blah, 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 right? This goes on. If you die, this doesn't stop. This storm, if we think back to my flame, ooh, maybe I'm making a connection here. This storm just keeps going, with or without you. It doesn't care that you're alive or you're dead. It doesn't care if you follow your dreams and do your passion or not. It doesn't care. It just seeks to feed itself. And actually, let's draw Mark Zuckerberg over here. So here's Mark Zuckerberg. It's gonna be his mouth. Here's Mark Zuckerberg, just the guy who owns Facebook, right? He's like, hey guys, I want a more open and connected world, totally. But, you know, the whole Facebook thing, all that's fucking doing is really giving him money. Like, people can be like, oh, I use it for business and blah, 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 but really it's eating your fucking time and making him money, right? So there's people behind these companies, and you're really producing content and donating your time to make them richer so they can sue several hundred people in Kauai because they want a private beach, whatever, okay. So the storm's just gonna keep going. It doesn't give a shit about you, whether you live or die. It doesn't give a shit about your dreams, right? But what it's doing all day, it's constantly going, hey, pay attention to me. 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 Right? All these things. And then most people that I observe in the wild, I own a mobile phone, but it's what, 7, 8, 9 years old now, and I only use it for two-factor authentication for my crypto wallets and things of that nature. But I see people, and they're always like, oh, I got a notification. Oh, fucking, I'm important. Oh, something happened. Or they're just looking at it the whole time, right? So they're caught up in this storm. They're caught up with these distractions. And in the meantime, they're going around looking at all these things. They are not focusing on this. They're not doing that thing. They're not putting time or energy or attention. They're distracted. They're in this storm, right? And again, the storm goes on forever, and it probably will be going on forever somewhere. So you can always drop out of this, like not pay attention to it, and come back at any time that you want, and the same shit will be going on. There will be different people with different faces saying the same things or slightly different things, different memes, different trends, different shocking stuff that happened, different whatever. You're not missing anything by not paying attention to this stuff. Can I do a wait when? So you're not missing anything, right? By not paying attention to this stuff, or Zuckerberg and his network stealing your time for his money, right? So you don't miss anything if you miss this, because it's always going to go on forever. So it wants to make you feel like you're missing out, like, oh, you need to know about the world around you and culture and blah blah blah. But I mean, most of the stuff that people pay attention to is total fucking bullshit, and in the end it really means nothing. It's just gossip and fucking garbage. Clickbait headlines, fucking, a celebrity did this, oh my god, this person said that, blah blah blah. It's fucking useless, because there isn't that much stuff going on that much every day all around the world that you need to fucking pay attention to like that. So they gotta create it to get your time to turn into money. But right, so they don't care. But the one thing you will miss out on, so let's say you do spend years and years, 1 year, 2 years, 3 years, 4 years, 5 years, you kind of fuck off and just like, oh, I'm paying attention to this shit and just kind of being a normal, mediocre person. I'm not being the great person that I was put here to be, and I do think everybody is put here to be great and can be great and do great things. We just choose to do mediocre things and live mediocre lives, and to have lives that are summed up in a fucking boring ass 5-line obituary that says they were born here, they married this person, they worked there, and they died, and they have these kids, and yeah. Like, really? Okay. I don't want to accept that. But, so all this stuff does not care if you don't do this. But as time passes, as years pass, and time is gonna pass. If you're 15 now, one day you're gonna be 50. If you're 10 now, one day you're gonna be 90. Like, if you live that long, but it's gonna happen. Like, time doesn't freeze for anybody. So, time can pass, and if you didn't do this thing, you can't go back. It's not like going back and catching up on all this social media bullshit. You can't go back. It's gone. It's done. You missed your opportunity. Like, you can, you know, kind of the big lie, I think it's a lie here in America, is just like, do a bunch of shit for like 40 years that you don't want to do that fucking sucks. And then, after that, you can retire, and then you can do the thing you wanted. But, I mean, by then, you don't have a soul, or you're fucking broken, and you're just all, what am I doing? And then, you know, you're gonna try to get into that thing, like, oh, you're gonna look at it, and it's like, oh, the idea I had when I was 18 or 20 or 25, now it looks all fucking stupid because it didn't mature along with me. I didn't put any time or energy into it, so now it's just like this little childish trinket that I should have been working on and, you know, putting stuff into, but I didn't because I was paying attention to this. Oh, it's so important. Oh, this person got this plastic surgery. Oh, this fucking sports team threw the ball good and won the trophy. Oh, this and this, right? So it's like, why are you gonna spend your fucking life and your energy and everything paying attention to this shit when it does not care about you, and it will go on forever? You can always go back to it. You're not missing anything. But the whole point of this thing is to convince you that you are missing everything, and you're missing your friends, and everyone you know is there. You don't want to be left out. And that's all to make money for the people that run these companies. So, you choose. You choose to give your time and life and art and passion and everything away to these companies and these individuals. So you pretty much give your dreams and hopes and your passion and your life away for fucking nothing. And, I don't think it's worth nothing. I think it's worth something. So maybe, my friends, think again. Think again when you can sit at your desk or in your room or in a coffee shop or whatever, and you can choose to open up your little file or put your mind or your energy, your attention towards this thing, right? But instead, what you do, because it's easy, because it's shiny, because it's calling to you, it's beeping, it's booping, it's fucking bonking, it's burp, burp, burp. It's other people that are doing the same thing you're doing, that are ignoring this because it's uncomfortable, because it takes effort. And instead, they're focusing on this shit because it's easy and it gives me instant fucking feedback, because they're social engineering you through experts and psychologists and fucking game designers to make it so the little fucking noises and sounds and makes you feel good. I'm making progress. The game said I'm 80% full. Oh my god. Like, but in reality, you're doing nothing but making money for some corporations that don't give a shit about you. And, you know, we're gonna have to face the truth one day. You can run away for a long time, but at some point, you're going to have to think those uncomfortable thoughts, and you're going to have to face yourself. So imagine yourself right now, no matter how old you are. Imagine, ask, let's see, ask your 10-year-old self. Right, that's a good age about where you're not like a wacky little kid that's like, I want to eat charcoal. But you're not like, you know, an adult that's been conditioned like, I want to get a good job and da-da-da. Like, you know, you're kind of in a good place. Ask that person, like, what did you want to do? What did you want to be? What did you want to do in life? You know, maybe you have to rediscover that. And this person might say like, I want to be a scientist that discovers this and that. I want to be an inventor. I want to be an engineer. I want to be a fucking acrobat, whatever it is. This person knew. And, you know, we're told that, like, oh, don't listen to this person. No. You got to be practical. You got to start building your credit. You got to buy a fucking house. Or you got to get married, even if you don't really like them. It's better than being alone. Terrible, paralyzing being alone because I lost touch with the thing I really did love. So I need a person that just is there, that is just a body that makes me feel comfortable because I'm disconnected from myself. Because this is you. This is you, right? You disconnect from this. This is your soul, your passion, your purpose. Then you have no soul. Then you're empty. Hence, the American dream of buying all this bullshit that you don't need in an attempt to make you feel something, in an attempt to make you feel like you're a human, in an attempt to make you feel happy and excited. But it's not gonna work. You can go buy a bunch of, plastic shit at Best Buy and buy a fucking Rolls Royce and an apartment and this and that, but you will never have this, my friends. So don't walk away from this in the beginning. Don't fuck your life up from the start. Why? For this stuff? For the little beeps and fucking boops? Because it makes it feel like everyone's there. Oh, that's like a poop color. I don't want that one. Everyone's there. Everyone's in WhatsApp, Snapchat, Tagram. Everyone's there. Like fuck everyone. If you follow everyone, you're gonna be like those lemmings that were faked in that fake Disney footage. It's just a good example, even though footage was fake. You're gonna be like those lemmings jumping off that cliff. And what? Just because the other lemmings jump, these are lemmings by the way, jump off the cliff, are you gonna do it too? Why would you? Just to fit in? Well, if you just want to fit in, then you're a coward. So maybe you should jump off. Maybe this should be fire for all of you. Yeah, maybe this should just be flames. Just jump into that. No one cares. You're not gonna do anything different in life anyway. So why bother? Yeah, jump in the hole. Does that make you feel something? Does that make you feel like, fuck you, I'm not strange, I'm here to do some shit? Well, then do it. Stop paying attention to fucking Facebook, oh, politics, oh, this person said. Who fucking cares? Do your thing. That's what you're here to do. Do your thing. Do this. Alright? I'm gonna draw another shitty picture. You know what Facebook and fucking social networking and all, social networking sites and all that shit are? This is what they are. They're a couple things, alright? A couple things that you're not going to be able to understand because you can't understand my drawing, so I have to explain it. Right? So there are a couple things. Firstly, oh, there's that poo color again. I don't like that one. Let's do red, okay. Firstly, this is a movie camera, by the way. Facebook, and it's things that are just like it, where you document everything, share everything, more open and connected world, more revenue, I mean, more freedom for me. It's your own personal reality show. That's how people treat it. They saw these fucking reality shows where people just share and blab about fucking every little inane thing they do all day and throw drama out there or whatever. And it just wastes time. Nobody gives a shit. Really, they just pretend. People just pretend so they can fucking, I'll like your stuff if you like mine. It's just this dumb fucking weak cowardly racket that people do, and it's like, what the fuck is a like? I got 1 million likes right there. What are you gonna fucking go into the record books? Like, are you gonna, like, you tell children, like, little kids come up to you and they go, what do you do, Mr. or Mrs.? I got likes, I got 1 million likes. And, as a kid, wow, this is the man with 1 million likes. Like, get the fuck out of here. They're gonna write about you in books? They had a lot of likes, everyone liked them, everyone clicked the fucking button, it was so hard to do. Anyway, personal reality show. It's also a water cooler, right? So I've never worked in a corporate environment that had a water cooler. I worked at a furniture store delivering furniture when I was in college, and we did have a like in the closet there was like a water thing. And when I was avoiding work, when I didn't have anything to do, I'd go in there and just drink a bunch of water and just try to waste time. But I imagine, what I've seen in movies, like the water cooler, when they talk about water cooler talk, it's like people, and there's gonna be like a giant water cooler and weird ass people, okay? So it's like people who are supposed to be working, okay? But instead, they go to drink some water, but they really don't want to go back to work. So they're just at the water cooler talking. And usually it's in a work environment. So they're just talking about bullshit. Really nothing that fucking matters. Like nothing, they're not going to solve any real problems or issues or do any self-work or solve fucking anything that matters. It's just bullshit. Like, hey, did you see the game last night? Did you see what John O'Bonbon said on the internet? I know I hate him. Hey, dude, you're gonna blah blah. It's just useless shit. And I mean, on social media stuff, it's what fills up fucking 98% of the content. It's just this water cooler talk, nothing. Like, it doesn't do anything. It's just people wasting their fucking time. So, it's a water cooler, right? Meanwhile, this is your work. This is your work. This is your real work in the world. This jacked up heart I'm drawing. This is a thing you're supposed to do that you want to do that means something to you, right? So instead, you're at the water cooler. Hey, yes, I like this. I support this. I stand with this. I don't stand for that. And there are a few people out there, a few journalists, a few organizations, a few things that can actually make a difference, that actually are making differences and bringing up causes that do make a difference and matter, right? But most of the fucking people and most of the stuff does not matter. That's my opinion, man. So I'm just saying, if you're at the water cooler, go back to fucking work. Go do your work. You got work to do. It's not at the water cooler. And the water cooler will be all, oh, cool, guys. If the water cooler was anthropomorphized, it'd be like, yeah, guys, you know, yeah, keep talking. Oh, look, ping, ping. I'm going to make a noise. Boom, boom, beep, beep, beep. And in the background, Zuckerberg's all, hey, yep, I'm making that money, man. Make me that money. Keep talking at this water cooler. You know what? I'm going to install water coolers everywhere. I'm going to make the water cooler have built-in video games and chat things, and you guys can just stay in this water cooler for your whole fucking life. Meanwhile, I'm on Kauai suing people there because I want their land, bitch. I'm an important man. I don't know what this is supposed to be. But anyway, with my crappy paintings. And this is a cool paint thing. It's davidlee./paint. So that's my ranty drawing that I'm making while I'm sick. So I have a lot of these thoughts and opinions and attitudes, but I don't, treat the internet like it's my personal reality show, and I really only do stuff like this if people ask me. So I made a couple of these, and people said they liked them, so I made more. And none of my videos are monetized. If you knew, it's not like anybody watches them anyway, but I don't really give a shit. But, so I'm not doing this for this. Why? I'm doing other things for that, but the most important thing is you don't walk away from this, my friends. No matter how old you are, or where you are, or what you're up to, if you've discovered this, like, bloody, weird heart thing that you love doing, just keep doing it. Do it for as long as you can, and by any means necessary that you can. And, my personal philosophy is to never betray yourself, ever. You might have to, like, I'll share one more story in this long-ass video. So I don't have, like I said, I just have an old-ass, I'm gonna use a shit color now, I don't care. I have an old-ass phone. It's from 2008 or 9, like Google or YouTube gave it to me a long time ago. So I don't update it, whatever. I don't take it anywhere. I don't really use it. It's just something I pull out to do my authenticator, my Google Authenticator. So I never have it, right? So I still do work sometimes for people, like freelance, whatever. Or I mean, sometimes I make friends and talk to people in real life. Sometimes. And a lot of them get really, like, passive-aggressive weird about me not having a phone or a Facebook. Like, they're like, well, it's really hard to get a hold of you. I mean, I don't know what you're doing. And they kind of make these, like, passive-aggressive digs because I'm not using these things that everyone uses, right? And I'm just like, if you're my friend, or even if, someone I'm doing business with, I do the work. You can get a hold of me when you need to through email, whatever. Like, why the fuck you just want me to, like, be on a text or something so you can just, like, message me at all hours of the day or see what the fuck I'm doing? And it's like, dude, get over it. Like, get off me. Get off me, bruh. Get off me. Get off this. I'm doing this right here. I've been working on the same video game for like a year and a half now. It's going to be fucking awesome. And when it's out, I'll be like, oh, what? How did I do this? It's because I wasn't over here and over here and over here and over here. I was right here, motherfuckers, and all you people can do it too. Not everybody. We're not all in the same privileged situations like I think I am here in California. The weather's nice and I'm able to do what I do. But a lot of it was through decisions I made. But anyway, if you know me through my first movie, We Are the Strange, which most people probably do, and that was 10 years ago, actually. Fucking long time ago. And that actually, I just filled out this world map that my father-in-law gave me for Christmas, where you, like, fill out the countries you visited. And I think I've been to 30 countries now. And 29 of those countries were because I did this. I was being flown out for different events for this movie, right? And the only way I did this is because when I was making it, there was all some social bullshit. There was fucking MySpace and Friendster, and then Facebook came alive, right? So when I made that, and just like when I'm working on the game and other stuff I'm doing now, there were things, and there's always, if you're over 21, there's nightclubs and nightlife and parties and social life. And I went to a lot of parties when I was like 18, 19, whatever. But there was always these things, and you know, I saw the temptation, like, oh, I could just go here and do this. But you know what? I've done enough of this work and the work that I love and my passion that none of these things can even come close to giving me the good feelings that this does, that working on this. So I was just like, these things are just cheap ass fucking placebos. These things suck. So, forget all these things. Forget these social networking things. Forget going to fucking bars and bullshitting. Forget this and that. I'm just gonna do this. And people shunned me. I shunned myself. Where are you? How come you never out? What are you doing? But I did this thing. And then this thing opened up the whole world to me. And if I would have never done that thing and stepped away from the water cooler, stepped away from that storm, I would have never done that. And when you see the game I've been working on very soon in the next 3 months, I have done that through the same thing, focusing on this and ignoring this stuff. And it'll always be there, my friends. Always. You're not missing anything. It'll always be there. And just be that flame. Here it is. It's in here. Look at that. Wow. Oh, it kind of looked good. Now I fucked it up. This is the flame. But I think you get it. Alright, that's enough from me and my sick talking. I wish the best to you. Good luck with your projects, your passions, your whatever you're trying to do, what you want to be. And I just want to be that voice to say, fuck all this normal people bullshit and stuff everyone pays attention to that does not matter. Be you, do the thing you love, and just do that. If you discovered it, keep doing it. And never stop. For anyone or anything, never betray yourself. Because this thing here, people will betray you in your life. It's going to happen. It's going to happen to everybody. But this thing, if you stay true to it, your passion will never betray you, and it will always be there. It may not give you all the answers and make you all the money in the world from the start, but it will always make you feeling like a complete, happy, content, passionate, excited person. So that's worth a lot. You can have all the fucking money in the world and all the friends and this and that. I met a lot of miserable fucking people that on the surface did not have a reason to, because they have all this money and all this blah blah blah, but they're already dead. So stay alive if you can do this. Alright, that's enough from me. Until next time, M. Strange saying goodbye.